Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Ghana. I hope you are fine. I have a short message to discuss with all of you. For those of you who have followed my prophecies for 4, 5 years, or maybe let's say even those who have followed for 3 years now, you could remember that I came to give a word about the prophetic future of the youth of Ghana. And when I began to give the word some years ago, I spoke about fix the country. I'm sure uh, the strong followers of this ministry, by the mercy of God, remember that prophecy. So when I spoke about fix the country, the next year, that's the new year we entered into, then that is when the youth was all over the place. It wasn't like that before. The Lord showed me the vision and took me into the prophetic future. And I began to download the oracles of God concerning the youth and the nation of Ghana and other nations. Remember, I also spoke about NSAS prophetically, and 2 months after or so, it began to happen. So, this is to those who have observed or followed my ministry keenly for over the years. Now, recently, I didn't want to talk about this, but it has stretched. And since it has stretched, I have to share my thought because even I had 1 or 2 messages that, man of God, what are you saying concerning this matter? Now, in the spirit, there is something happening concerning the youth in the spirit. All right. So, before all these things, I've also come to give you update about the youth, and I even told the youth some time ago that I should enter. They should enter into leadership. Now, before I gave that prophecy, I had a clear vision. Now, the vision I had was that I was like on a round table, like this, a very big one, and I was at the, where the, normally, at a round table, there's a place where the leader will sit, at the side where he can see all of them. So I was at the other part, and the people were about 10 youth were around me, and I was speaking, praying, and guiding them in the vision. And God told me that, Clement, I'm going to let you be a spiritual guide to all these leaders in the country. And they were youthful. And God said, I'm going to give the nations to them. So I even posted on my Facebook page about 2 years ago that that's what God has shown me, that the youth are going to be the governors of this nation, and they will need some spiritual guidances. And God put me there as the spiritual guidance prophetically by the mercy of God for the youth. Some of you also remember that I came to give a prophecy about God raising a neutral man. I hope you remember that. That we have two major ones, MPP and DC, right? And I said that thou say the Lord, the time is coming that the Lord is going to raise a neutral man. And God gave a clause to it. So last year I came to give a clue to both NDC and MPP that if they want to stay relevant for a long time, that is what they have to do. They have to now tap into God's mind and begin to download God's agenda into their agenda. Then they will last. So I wrote a letter to one of them. I said, Dear John, and I began to go deeper, and then I began to speak about the youth, and I told both major political parties that they have to do what? They have to center their focus on the youth. Mark my words, any party that will come or is going to behave like we are old, we have the old men, with all respect and the greatest of respect to every elderly. I bow my knees to you and all that, but I'm speaking as a prophet by the mercy of God. So don't get me wrong. Any party or leadership that would try to center itself on elderly, oh, penny, penny, I'm telling you, that realm, God is closing the chapter. Mark it on the wall. I speak as a prophet. God is closing the chapter. And God is bringing youthful people in the scenes in these last days. It will never change. It will never change. Mark it everywhere. Every genuine prophet will tell you this, and I am telling you. So if you think you are going to be old, you think because you are old, you are going to use your age to bully the people, it won't work. It won't work. God is raising a new breed, and now this new breed will be very youthful, and that this youth, a time is coming that they are going to raise their own president. They are going to raise their own president, all right, by force, and put them there at the place of leadership, and they are going to give them strict measures to check that president. They are going to amend the constitution, the youth, and they are going to raise their own president because they are going to have a voice, all right. And now when they raise their own presidents, this is in the future. All things being equal prophetically, this is after 8 to 12 years from now. So let's say after 10 years from now, this prophetic timeline, it is after 10 years from now. After 10 years, you and I, we are here. If Christ tarries, which perhaps he may not. I believe Christ can come any moment from now, starting from now to the year 2025. So after 10 years, if Christ tarries, you will see this metamorphosize, and they will give the leader their own rules. And when you go there as the youth leader or youth president, you cannot misbehave because the rules are going to be very strict. So people would even feel uncomfortable trying to be leaders, because when you joke, it's like the accountability level is very high. The youth to strike at distance. Thou sayest the Lord. Is something that is there. As I'm speaking, there are eagles who have already picked sticks. You know, eagles, birds, when they fly, they pick like sticks. There are eagles who have already picked some sticks. I have some names here now who I am seeing the youth even picking them. Some of them are in this major political parties, two of them. Some of them, so you have experience, so come and lead, not in that party, but in that new party. They will call them to come and be a part of their neutral people's party. Are you with me? It's going to be the People's Party, and it's going to be youthful, and it will be neutral. So I urge all the two leading parties in Ghana now that anybody who will now try to attack the youth, you become unpopular in the spirit. Hear me? And physical, it will be in the spirit. You'll be unpopular in the spirit, and when you are unpopular in the spirit, it will affect your party. So, Mr. President, I'm told some young guys went to protest against LMC. Some went overboard, and they have been arrested for weeks. Masunda Kapalakatose, Fene Kadias Komana Kataya. There is a black spot in the spirit for you and your party, sir. There is a black spot in the spirit for you. Please, without humility, bring them out so that you can cleanse yourself from the dark spot in the spirit. Because any leader, PPP, CPP, NDC, what I don't call, if you come and harass the youth, you'll be put in a certain black prison in the spirit. I speak in parables. If a baby's time is up to be born at the ward, and the mother, because she's a mother, Penny say, okay, I'm a mother, I won't allow you to be born. The mother can die. The baby alone will not die. The mother can die. Sometimes even the baby will come out, and then the mother will die, because at the place of birth, if you force the thing not to come out, and you are forcing the thing to die, the mother can die, and the baby may even live through CS or whichever means. I'm speaking with wisdom. I'm trying to say that nobody should attack the youth. Guide them. I'm not endorsing their too much, whatever. I'm told they were having some issues with the police here and there. That's not good, because we have to be law-abiding people. But on the other hand, the cause they were fighting was for the good of Ghana. Kalamsi, in Sione say the waters are being polluted. So it is very important. But no leader, even the coming president, he shouldn't even try to silence the youth, because he will be unpopular in the spirit. And when that happens, you have a long way to come back again in your political ambition. I speak in parables. So allow the youth, guide them, help them, and put them in your plans. Let them have their way. Their wishes. Whatever they are crying for and they are saying they want it to be done, do it now and save yourself. I'm telling you. Keep this video. There's a lot to say. Let me make it very short. I'll come back and give you update on that. So God is behind the youth in these last days. God is behind the youth. Nobody can tell me otherwise, because I've seen it clear in visions many times, and I've come to say it from the beginning up to now. The Lord bless you and keep you. I pray the guys will be released as soon as possible, and that will channel our effort on the right things and allow these guys, because most of them who were arrested, mark them, they are the increments coming. Some of them would try and come and lead the nations in the coming year. Yes, they will come in. I'm seeing some names. Yes, one with a dreadlock and one with a gray hair, and some other people and some women. You write down this prophecy. Keep it. Write down this prophecy. Your brother, Prophet Clem, I have brought you an update, prophetic update, and a future forecast. God bless you and keep you. In Jesus' name. Share this video.